Bougie Life with Cyan, baddest bitch on the block. Back on your FYP like I never left, and I'm always better when I come back. I'm joking, guys. Welcome back to the Bloom Room, the channel where we grow, heal, and figure life out in our 20s together. How are you? I missed you. Too much energy, yeah? Today, I unfortunately don't have my mug, but I do have something. This is just juice. So, grab something warm, I think. Yes, grab something warm, grab your favorite drink, and let's get into it. Today, we are talking about something that has really shifted how I look at my relationships, how I make decisions, how I talk to myself, and that is self awareness. So, what is self awareness? Self awareness is basically the ability to notice what is going on inside you, your feelings, your thoughts, your reaction to things, your emotions. So that's self awareness. It's like turning the lights on in your room, but in your head, mentally and emotionally. It's asking yourself, why did I react like that? Why did that bother me? Things like that. It's noticing when you do something bad to somebody, and it's like, oh no, I did that and I should probably apologize. Because maybe you reacted to what somebody said in a way that was dramatic. People tell me a lot that I'm dramatic, which I mean, of course I am. But I can be dramatic in situations where I should be calm, where it's really not that big a deal. And then I just react like, bah, and then it's just like, and then I have to go and talk to myself and be like, Mara, why did you react like that? Were you like, what was it? And then getting to the root cause of why I reacted like that or I acted like that towards somebody. I can't always be right. Yeah, but you get what I'm saying. What self-awareness is not. Self-awareness is not beating yourself up. It's not judging yourself. It's sitting in your emotion, asking yourself, okay, how, why did I react like that? And how do I move forward from here? Is there something deeper that I'm avoiding? Why am I avoiding it? And dealing with that instead of, now you feel like, yo, Wena, you know what, you are a horrible person. No, because you noticed what you did or how you made somebody feel or how you felt, that's enough. You know what you did, you know how you felt, you are aware of how you reacted. Now it's moving forward and saying, how do I come back from this? Or how do I move forward from this? Okay? So no beating yourself up. You're not doing anything wrong. Well, maybe you were, but like the fact that you are now aware of what you are doing or how you are reacting or how you are feeling, and you're trying to get to the root cause of that feeling, that reaction, that is everything in itself. Okay? So relax. You're doing okay. Okay? Why does self awareness matter? So you can't really bloom if you don't know what seed you are, right? What kind of seed you are. There are seeds that bloom with a lot of water, or seeds that bloom with being indoors, or, there's a lot, right? So self awareness is kind of you knowing how you are. It's you knowing how you react to things. And now, why does it matter, right? It matters because it helps you align with the real you. It helps you align with your thoughts, it helps you also redirect where you're going. It helps you with your thought patterns. It helps you with how you react to situations. It helps you with making decisions. Now you're not making decisions out of fear or trauma. You are making them because you want to make them, not because there's that little voice in your head that says, no, I am scared. And now, because I'm scared, I'm gonna get angry with, it's that. So now you have to be, you know what, I feel like everybody needs to be self-aware. A lot of people are not self-aware and they end up hurting a lot of other people. But yeah, it's really important to be self-aware, because now you're going to be acting out here and we are going to be judging you, you see. I won't judge you. I will shame. But also, what I think about you doesn't really matter. You are the person all chanting Apila Luena every day. I have to live with myself every day. You know how annoying I am. But I live with it because I know me. I know who I am and I know my patterns. I know how I move now. I never used to really know myself like that. But I got to know myself. I got to see how my reactions affected people, or how I did some things affected certain people, you understand? And I saw that in myself and I wanted to change it. So I did. And that helped me a lot, because now I can make decisions that align with me. I used to be such a people pleaser. Oh my God. And I was bullied for that. I didn't realize it was bullying, but it was. Or maybe not bullying, I think that's such a strong word, but yeah. But I made decisions out of fear a lot, and that made people walk all over me, I guess, in a way. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. So I read something on Pinterest the other day that said people who say neither here nor there scare me, because where is it? Where is it? I mean, but yeah. But anyway, guys, self-awareness is important because it helps you be able to set boundaries. It helps you be able to see your patterns in relationships and rectify them. And it also helps with, okay, I lost my train of thought. Honestly, I forgot what I was going to say. But let's move on. So, how do you practice being self-aware, right? Okay, I wrote these down. Well, I tapped them out. But so, first thing is name the feeling out, okay? When you feel irritated, sad, or anxious, say it. I'm feeling this way. I'm feeling shit. Maybe that's not allowed on YouTube. But, I'm feeling anxious. I'm feeling rejected. I'm feeling this. That way, you are in touch with that feeling. You understand how you're feeling and you can navigate how to get out of that feeling, or why you have that feeling and why it's coming up in that moment. Okay. Second thing is check your body first. We say this all the time with like intuition, I guess. Yeah, that's it basically. Trust your intuition. You'll know when something is wrong. You'll know when your body says, I can't, I'm not dealing with this the right way. Your stomach will get knotty, or like when you're mad at somebody, your body is the first to react to whatever that is, right? Your body is the first thing that says, you made me feel a certain way. And you can reject them physically, or reject that feeling physically. So yeah, this helps because your body speaks before your mind does. You understand? Your body will say, I'm not alright. Or your body will say, this person made me feel bad about myself. Or this situation made me feel bad about myself, things like that. Oh, why am I clenching my jaw? Am I mad? Am I angry? Why is this making me angry? You understand? Yeah. Third is voice note yourself. So instead of bottling up what you're feeling or sending somebody an impulsive text, we all know how that goes. Voice note yourself. Take a moment to just, you're always on your phone anyway. So you might as well, right? When you feel a certain way, if you're alone, obviously, you can't just, you're talking to somebody, you get that feeling, and you're just like, nope, got a voice note, but as you're feeling that emotion and you're alone, I think it's best to just, sit with it and deal with it. Number 4, ask yourself, is this feeling mine or is it the past? Sometimes we are triggered by emotions that have something to do with what happened in your past. It might be a trauma, it might be, something, but yeah, you need to be able to assess that and be like, am I actually taking this small thing and making it into a big thing, blowing it way out of proportion because this is a feeling that I'm feeling now, or is it because of a past trauma, right? Because okay, I feel like I was about to repeat that. But yeah, the most intense feelings or emotions we feel because of something that happened in the past and not because of something that's bothering us now. So pay attention to those little traumas, because they affect a lot of what happens now or how you react to things now. The fifth is watch your patterns, not just your problems. Instead of asking, why do I feel this way? Ask, where have I felt this before? Because those could be feelings that have surfaced before or that you're feeling because of, man, I remember somebody said this to me this one time and it made me feel like this. So now you're reacting to it again. So watch that because it's not nice repeating patterns, especially bad ones. Bad patterns, bad habits, it's a recipe for disaster, isn't it? But yeah, that's why I'm saying you need to recognize when that happens so that you don't repeat it, especially in relationships with other people. That affects because you end up losing people and not noticing that, wait, I've been losing people because of this reaction or how I've been reacting to things, blowing things out of proportion, or just, that happens. So it helps you connect the dots and see where you might have went wrong and you might be blaming other people, but yeah, you know. Number 6, ask the people you trust for confirmation, I guess, or honest feedback. Ask them, do you think I get defensive when certain things happen or when we talk about a certain thing? Because in most cases, people notice certain patterns about us that we don't often notice. Like how you get angry when somebody says something, or, you don't realize that you're doing that, but then somebody else sees it and they're like, you know. I often feel ashamed when I hear how I used to act sometimes. And because for me, I've shut down most of those memories where I felt like I wasn't being myself or coming as I wasn't reacting to people as I should have, or I wasn't treating people the way that I should have, and I was not, treating them well. And I honestly think if you repress things like that, you don't really learn. So talk about them. Put them on the table and say, so I've seen how I react to certain things and I want to change that about myself. Because, hey guys, we need to grow. You can't be the same person every time when you're treating people badly, and you might not be doing it on purpose as well. So it's a whole lot. So dig deep and find these things about yourself. 7, notice what you judge in others. When someone annoys you, ask, what exactly is triggering me? Do I do the same thing sometimes? Because I notice I get so annoyed by people ba buang tata o bang batlang ko na in my space all the time. But I also do that. I talk a lot. I yap all the time. That's why I have a YouTube channel. So I can yap endlessly. Or in relationships, I want to spend a lot of time with my person. And I don't realize that that can be draining for people. Because spacing saka all the time. It's draining. It's a lot of work. It's just, yeah. So I needed to notice that about myself and not judge other people for doing it. So yeah. Last one, rewind a reaction. So instead of howling in a conflict or an argument, instead of replaying what they said, maybe replay what you said. Think of it in a much larger perspective, Notice how you make mistakes. I mean, you're human, so rehash that and be like, oh, okay, maybe I shouldn't have reacted. Maybe this person didn't mean it like that. And try to go back to that conversation and just figure it out, because you never know where you might have went wrong until you really assess it or like think about it, talk about it. So yeah, you move you move from blaming somebody else to growing, because now you're realizing what you did, what may have been triggered in you. So yeah, guys, let's move on. Why get terug? But anyway, guys, self-awareness is the first step to self-love. Because how can you love yourself if you don't know yourself? Hmm? And that's what we're doing here. We're getting to know ourselves, getting to know our patterns, and learning how to navigate through all of that. And yeah, guys. So until next time, stay glowing, stay blooming, stay grateful, stay prayerful. I love you a lot, and I'm very happy that you guys could join me here today. And also, let me know in the comments what's something that you've recently been aware of about yourself, or that you recently discovered about yourself. And let's have a little chit chat, yeah? I don't want to be talking alone, guys. I can't yap all the time. But anyway, bye. Stay glowing, stay healthy, and let's bloom together.